You're watching the 2024 SCAC Fall Media Days. Today, we're taking a look at the Concordia University men's soccer program. Tornadoes will be led as they head into the season under the guidance of new head coach Jordan Parron, along with the leadership from senior Marco Casulli. Coach, Marco, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate you.
Yes, Coach, we'll open things up with you. It's been, I'm sure, a whirlwind over these past couple of weeks. Announced as the new head coach of this program back in July. As we talked just before coming on, just over a month on the job there at Concordia. Take me through what these last few weeks have been like, your transition coming into this part of this new role for you. Ultimately, how excited are you just to be here at the start of preseason, getting things going, and what are some of the challenges you expect to face?
Yeah, so obviously grateful to be here, thankful to be a part of this program. The last couple of years, Concordia has done a great job of creating success, back-to-back championships, which speaks volume about a lot of the players and the coaching staff. So obviously very excited to be able to come in here and hopefully keep the ball rolling with that. But I think the biggest thing for us this year is obviously getting everyone bought in into a new coaching staff. There's a lot of nerves, right? Especially a new coach coming in. Me trying to get to see what's going to benefit us for the long term. Obviously the style of play. And the biggest thing is just creating a good relationship with the players. And that was my number one priority coming in here, creating a relationship with them, understanding that they're probably a little bit nervous, which is obviously to be understood. But the biggest thing was just trying to get them bought into me as a person, and then me trying to get to know them as a person before anything else as a player.
Yeah, Polo, heading into this senior season, a big year for you, a big year of transition for Concordia. Obviously, Coach Parron comes in, heading into the SCAC for the first time. So just take me through your mindset and talk a little bit about that relationship that Coach talked about, the importance of getting to know each other. How has that transition gone from a student-athlete perspective as you get ready to start this 2024 year?
Well, honestly, it's gone a lot smoother than you would think. Obviously, like you said, there would be nerves when it comes to a new coaching staff, especially for a team that already has success. But he's come in and he's already made great relationships with all the seniors because obviously we have a big senior core that we look forward to taking us to where we need to go. And he's been able to really build a good relationship with all of us in the short amount of time that we've had before the season starts. And it just really brings a positive energy between everybody. So just looking forward to everything.
Coach, you talk about that respect you have coming into this program and the success that they had prior to your arrival, multiple 10-win seasons in the last few years, multiple conference championships, a trip to the NCAA tournament. This team has had success, as you spoke of. So when you try to start to lay your foundation, put your fingerprints in the program, how do you kind of wade through kind of that tricky transition as far as being respectful of what's been done, but also certainly wanting to put your fingerprints on this program? What are some things you're really trying to establish in this first preseason?
Yeah, so obviously that's a great question. I think kind of what you said, obviously the history kind of speaks for itself. The foundation's already built, right? The foundation's already set. When it comes to me and what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to bring new ideas, new energy, new ways that we can play, just a lot of different things that the boys probably haven't seen in years, which that's going to be a learning process for all of us. But I think for us, I think the biggest thing is just trying to be all on the same page. And my coaching philosophy is just freedom. So when it comes to playing, I want them to be able to express themselves. When it comes to the classrooms, let people be who they want to be. So the foundation's already built. It's just me coming in and trying to kind of, I guess, edit the foundation that's already built, if that makes sense.
That's well put.
Polo, you talk about this big senior class and the accomplishments that you and your fellow seniors have been able to put together through the hard work. And now you come into this new era, as we talked about, coming into the SCAC. What kind of confidence is this group bringing into this SCAC? And, with the opening of this new conference, has that brought a new sense of energy, a new buzz within this group of, hey, we've got a new trophy that we're going after now? And what do you expect to see, as you enter your first year at the SCAC?
Well, obviously there's a familiarity with all the teams already since we play in preseason every year. and it's always a good battle. So we're looking forward to all the battles every single weekend. Nothing's going to be given to us. Nothing's going to be handed to us. It's all going to be earned. And so we're all looking forward to putting in the work to get what we feel like we deserve, because obviously there's past success and we want to keep it going. And the mentality between the team is just we're looking forward to the challenge. We're looking forward to putting everything on the field and hoping to get a good result at the end of the season.
Coach, as you know, the SCAC welcomes in Concordia, and you bring in your new style. I'm interested for the supporters of the Tornadoes team, whether they're out in the field supporting or they're watching on a stream. You know, what are some things that they can expect to see that you hope to be constants with this group, whether it be style of play, whether it be, you know, the culture, the mentality? What are some things that you really hope to establish in this preseason that you know, regardless of result, hope to have and be constants within this group throughout the course of the season?
Yeah, so for me, I want to bring excitement. You know, if you ask people are always like soccer's boring and all that stuff. So I want us to bring that. And obviously with excitement, you have to score goals, right? So I want us to be the top leading goal scoring team in the conference. Obviously, we have to make sure that we're doing what we need to do on our part to be clinical in the attacking third. But when it comes to the players, I don't want them to be robots. I don't want them to have a set way of doing things. Just play, have freedom. As a coach, I want us to have a certain way to build up from the defending third to mid third and attacking third. But when it gets to around the box, I want them to express themselves. If you're good at 1v1, go at people. I'm not going to stop you. If you're good at finishing, finish. If you're good at 1v1 defending, get stuck in. You know, bring the excitement so that people can come back and keep watching this.
Hello, it's clear to see the excitement on your face. So, you know, as you get prepared for this big year coming up for not only you individually, but for the team as a whole, and you've had those conversations with some of your other seniors, some of the leaders within this group about some of the goals and expectations coming into 2024. What have those conversations looked like, and ultimately what's going to be key in order to accomplish those heading into the year?
Well, I think the main key, like Coach said earlier, is everybody being bought in. And since we have already been together, it's a brotherhood here. It's a family. It's not a team. And with incoming freshmen, no matter who transfers, anybody who comes in, I was a transfer, and as soon as I got here, I felt like I was at home. So I feel like that's the key. And goal-wise, obviously, with the new format, there's more teams, if I'm not mistaken, in the SCAC than there was in the ACC, and less teams make it to the playoffs, if I'm correct.
Yeah, 12 teams.
And so with that said, like we're all aware of it, and we know that it's going to be hard. It's going to be a challenge. But the main goal is get to playoffs, obviously, win the championship, make it to Natties once again, and make our mark like we have before.
And finally, Coach, as we wrap things up, you know, in our world of sports, success can be measured in so many different ways. Obviously, there's black and white metrics, the wins, losses, statistics, those types of things, but so many other successes beyond kind of the playing lines, if you will. So when you talk about success with your team, with these men, you know, what is that message you try to deliver? And ultimately, this season looks successful if it plays out over the course of this 2024 year.
Yeah, I think you said it. Success looks different from each individual in this life. For me, I tell the boys all the time, they'll probably hear it from me plenty more times. I look at them as a person before I do as a player. So what that looks like, I want them to be able to come here. I want them to be able to be different than how they walked in. I want them to be different. So if success looks like them being successful in their job career after they graduate, that's success for me. If it's us winning a conference, that's success. We all were bought into the same thing. But again, when it comes to me personally, I just want them to have goals, and I want them to be able to reach for whatever it is that they have. And that's way bigger. That's way more important than just obviously winning championships. Winning championships is good, but I want them to be able to see me 2 years, 3 years down the line and be like, oh, well, Coach, you taught me this, and I took it and I ran with it. So that's what success looks like for me.
Concordia University head men's soccer coach Jordan Parron, along with leadership from senior Marco Casulli. The Tornadoes open up the 2024 campaign when they take on UMHB on August 30th. Coach Polo, thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck as you head into the year.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.